Villagers in eastern Georgia stage a sit-in against plans to build a new hydroelectric power station on the Lapota River. We have water and they want to take it away, this woman says. The company building the project says the village will get its share of water. But local lawyer UCHA tells me climate change is already affecting supply.
The nature we have now won't exist anymore. Over the past summer, the water level was low, and without enough moisture, trees on the left bank started to dry out. This is not my opinion. There are studies on this issue.
Other affected communities are also taking action. In April, residents from nearby Pankisi battled with police over another plant. More than 50 people were injured. And on the other side of the country, in Zhinvali, campaigners oppose several large projects there, one of which would force more than 2,000 people to move. Hydropower has less of a carbon footprint than fossil-fueled power stations, but studies show that even small hydropower plants disrupt the flow of rivers and damage ecosystems. Reservoir hydropower can have an even greater impact. Several new ones are under construction. This is the Zhinvali reservoir and hydroelectric power station. It's one of the biggest in the country. It was built in the 1980s and it's one of a number of Soviet-era plants that explain why today more than 80% of this country's electricity is generated by hydropower. Now the government wants many more new plants, both big and small, to meet growing energy demands. The government has been criticised for lacking a robust energy strategy to justify all that construction. I asked the economy minister if 119 projects scheduled were too many.
The figures that you are talking about are mainly consist of these small, fully merchant hydropower plants with almost zero environmental impact.
Are you sure when you say that, almost zero environmental impact?
Any plant which is bigger than 2 megawatts requires to be studied very carefully, and environmental and social impact assessment should be done.
Green campaigners say that didn't happen for this 187 megawatt plant, QOREULASHVILI. Water from 3 rivers was diverted. One study found its construction destroyed 93 hectares of natural habitat and damaged local fish populations. The plant has been suspended. Tunnels, which were built to divert water, collapsed after it began operating in 2017.
We are also experiencing other problems in other big or even small hydropower plants. Despite the legislation's requirements to do the proper assessments before starting constructions, on one hand, companies violating them. On another hand, governmental decision makers are closing eyes and just granting these permissions to the project.
The company which operates the plant was not available for comment. But government and investors say that QOREULASHVILI is an exception and that the impacts of new hydro are a price worth paying. Communities like UCHA's still need convincing.
Forestier-Walker, Aljazeera.
In the Republic of Georgia.